30 minutes. Welcome inside our ESPN College Football Studios. BYU National Champion Trevor Matich, Kevin Connors here with you. Gutty win for Iowa State. Good performance by Arkansas State, albeit in defeat. Let's get you caught up on everything going on around college football, including Smokey and Uga having at it in that SEC showdown over on ABC. 500 yards of total offense in the first half, Trevor. Here's Joey Aguilar to Chris Brazil.
We expected this from Aguilar. He was connecting on the downfield passes earlier in the season, and he's doing it against Georgia's defense.
Aguilar was on, finding Braylon Staley here.
Staley ends up wide open. We got a busted coverage back there. That one was easy.
35-30. Dogs get it back. Gunnar Stockton's going to be strip sacked by Joshua Josephs. Bryson Eason is there.
And it looks like now Tennessee has got this thing in the bag.
They would kick a field goal, go up by 8, but here's Stockton to London Humphreys.
See, Stockton is not supposed to be able to do this. At least he hasn't shown it this year so far, but in this game, he's hitting deep passes too.
You got to go for 2. Zachariah Branch hauls it in. We're tied at 38. Tennessee gets it back, gets down into field goal range. Aguilar to Staley. In fact, they drove all the way down, Trevor, to the 25-yard line. 43-yard field goal attempt from Max Gilbert. End of regulation. No.
Oh, and he had a chance to be a generational legendary hero by making that kick.
Instead, they go to overtime. Here's Gilbert, this time to give the Vols a 3-point lead on a 42-yard attempt. Georgia's Nate Frazier on the first carry of Georgia's possession in OT.
That is what Georgia's done all game long. Stockton's thrown well, but they have committed to the run and done it well.
And then stuffed on second down. Did he get it across the goal line? They are looking at it right now. They have not given it to him yet. The ruling on the field is that he was down before crossing the goal line. 41-38, pending this review right now.
And nobody thought that so many points would be scored. Both defenses were supposed to be the dominant forces on each team. And it's been the offenses that have had the deep strikes and the offenses that have committed to the run and been able to run well.
We're waiting the review that's going on right now. Again, the ruling on the field was that the carrier was down at the 1-yard line here. Let's pause for a minute, put a pin in that, and talk about Joey Aguilar's performance today.
Joey Aguilar has been terrific. I mean, against lesser competition, he's been connecting with those balls down the field before the Georgia game. And that's one of 2 things that needs to happen for this Tennessee offense to perform well. The quarterback needs to connect on the downfield passes, and the quarterback needs to be able to run the hyper-speed, up-tempo offense. And Aguilar has done both to perfection against one of the best defenses in the country.
A big-time positive for Tennessee to take away, but we want to show you what just happened because there's been a ruling on the field. It's a 41-38 Tennessee lead in overtime after the Vols missed that 43-yard field goal at the end of regulation that would have won it. Nate Frazier behind the big fellas, reaching over the goal line. Trevor, they have reviewed it, overturned the call. It's a touchdown and a Georgia win.
And that is the 53rd run, I think, for Georgia. Georgia didn't run and bust off a whole bunch of big long runs. They averaged about 3.5 yards per carry, but they kept handing it off over 50 times. It's fitting that they won the game on a run play.
Trevor, it's a 9th straight head-to-head win, Georgia over Tennessee, their 11th straight SEC opener win.
And they did it the same way they've done it before. I mean, we talk about Gunnar Stockton and how well he performed as a passer. Completely outperformed expectations, but it still came down to the way Georgia has beaten Tennessee year after year, and that is they were just more physical and more successful at the line of scrimmage.
And it's going to be one that Tennessee is going to be kicking itself quite literally over. The Max Gilbert missed field goal. They had a chance to win it at the end of regulation. They come up short, still very much alive in the playoff conversation. A ton of football still to be played. What an enormous win for the Georgia Bulldogs. 9 straight wins for Clemson over Georgia Tech. Trevor entering play. Haynes King and the Ramblin' Wreck had an answer every time.
They did, and the thing about Haynes King is this play shows what he does. He looked like a defensive tackle forcing his way in.
They elect to go for 2. Look at the trickeration of Dean Patterson.
Now they followed the tough run with razzle dazzle. Georgia Tech takes the lead.
But the Tigers come right back. Adam Randall, 2-yard touchdown. Clemson kicks the PAT, ties it at 21. credit Haynes King and Georgia Tech, Trevor, for getting down into field goal range.
Yeah, they pounded it down there. Remember that last week against Troy, Clemson fell behind by 13 points in the first half, came back and won it. Looked like they were about to do the same thing. Georgia Tech wasn't going to let them.
55-yard field goal. Aiden Burr, double nickels for the win.
And for now, Clemson, they are backs against the wall. They've got 2 losses. They can't lose again this year and hope to make the playoff.
Maybe Georgia Tech is the vogue team in the ACC after that.
Next week's going to be bigger because of what we did today. Next week is bigger because of what you did today. You deserve these moments here at Georgia Tech. You deserve
We've got 2 losses that have come down to the last play. It's just that simple. And the first game, defense kept getting the stop in the fourth quarter, and we just didn't make, the play that was there, a couple plays. And in this game, we couldn't get the stop that we needed.
And a bitter defeat for the Clemson Tigers, who host Syracuse next week. 1-2 for the first time since 2014. Under 20 points per game for the first time since 1999. The yards per game, a big story as well. Very, very disappointing start to the year for Cade Klubnik and the Clemson Tigers. Meantime, Arch in number 7 Texas still looking to make a statement, hosting UTEP today. Here's Arch Trevor on the keeper.
And running is about what he did best. He was under 50% completion, only threw for 114 yards. Was not a good day for Arch.
Second quarter, he's going to take this one up the gut again. Short touchdown run. It was 14-3. The Texas running back room is decimated right now.
Yeah, C.J. Baxter got hurt, and others are hurt too, and they didn't run the ball very well. Arch needed to carry them with his arm, and they carried him as far as he could.
Trey Wisner did not play with an injury of his own. Look, Arch is going to be microanalyzed in every game he plays this year. First 5 attempts, he was great. In between, awful. Finished up strong. 1 touchdown pass, 1 interception here. What's sort of a grade, Trevor, through 3 games of the season here? The opening week loss to Ohio State, back-to-back wins that they should have won. What grade do we give Arch Manning and the Texas Longhorns?
I give him a C because he won those 2 games. In the Ohio State game, he's facing maybe the best defense in the country on the road, his first road start, and you've got to give him a little bit of grace for that. But he missed some layups that he should have gotten that could have changed the direction of the game for Ohio State. Then last week against San Jose State and today, he threw the ball for some highlights that looked good, but he missed a lot more layups, and that's the problem. He's better than that. He's more accurate than that. He makes better decisions than that. And there were times when it was easy, and he didn't get it done on that particular play. Now, he won the last 2 games, but the standard isn't to beat UTEP and San Jose State. The standard is to play well enough that they can win a national championship. And right now, Arch is nowhere close to that level.
He was the preseason Heisman favorite. I mean, again, that's not his doing. And he didn't ask for the number 1 preseason ranking, but that is where Texas has picked to be. And he has not looked great in back-to-back wins. Texas, though, does get the win over UTEP today, 2-1 on the season. Across the state in Lubbock, Texas Tech home to Oregon State. Boy, Barron Morton, Coy Aiken, what a combination they have.
They've been fantastic. Barron Morton is one of the sneaky, better quarterbacks in the nation, and they put together an outstanding team around him.
Here's Morton again, Caleb Douglas. They invested a lot in NIL, and it's paying off right now.
And this is against a power team, Oregon State. This is not like it's against an FCS team.
28-0 your score. The game you saw here earlier on ESPN2. Iowa State making the trip to Jonesboro to take on Arkansas State. Closing seconds in the first half. Look at this throw by Rocco Becht.
It was a great throw, and this has been like Rocco Becht's season. He'll mix throws like that with hits and misses, and it's his toughness that ended up winning it. Oh!
Abu Sama
ran over that guy.
He sure did. Was not easy